So that's what I ended up doing. I dived inside this opportunity and I took this chance. When I went in there, it's not my field. So remember, I'm coming in from an ENT background. I'm getting into the plastic surgery world. And I asked myself, what is this? It's quite vain. I'm quite skeptical about it. I asked myself, is it something that the women need or the men need? Why are they doing it? And with time and with the exposure, with the very much exposure, going in theater, getting to do very beautiful procedures, you actually come to understand the importance of this. You know, some women would look at themselves, or women and men actually, because aesthetic surgery has no sex. So you could look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what can I do to improve myself? I'm perhaps sad. Can I do something to lift? Can I do something to make me feel better? I don't like my face. I don't like this ABCD in my face. Can I do something to improve it? So when I would see how the women would come to our practice and how they would feel afterwards, this really made me understand that perhaps this is a field that I would like to take in. And I started training and I started doing more courses on aesthetic surgery of the face, because that's my specialization. And actually it is the feeling and the appreciation I got from the patients who would come sometimes demotivated, sometimes with important stresses related to how they feel. So when I saw how they felt after they left the establishment, that made me even want to do aesthetic surgery more. I'm currently opening my establishment in Romania. We're going to be open by end of January. The reason why I actually stayed in Romania and didn't come back is because, number one, we are very big consumers of plastic surgery. Romanians are known to want to look beautiful. Romanians are known to do a lot of fitness, a lot of health activities. So in Europe, Romania is number one in terms of cosmetic surgery, and that's why I ended up staying there. Secondly, coming home, I came home with the intention of just trying to understand how is cosmetic surgery here. When you're thinking about cosmetic surgery, people think it's vain. When you go to the dentist and he takes care of your teeth, no one says, oh, that's something that you don't want to do, or that's vain. These are things that are part of our lives. And the same thing when you have a woman who looks at herself and sees the wrinkles, right? Or the eye bags, which is quite common around here. Kenyan ladies are blessed with lips, so I don't think they're going to need anything to do with the lips enhancement service that I do compared to the Caucasians. But we have eye bags, sunken eyelids. We have you need products that can rejuvenate the face. So this is what I'm trying to look into. Coming into Kenya is something that we're open to do. We want to try if the Kenyan woman can come to Romania. We'd offer those services. We'd offer medical concierge where you come to Kenya and get the procedures done. And for the people who cannot come into Kenya, we plan to come to Nairobi very so often with my team to offer these procedures. We have two categories when you're talking about the aesthetic field. You have non-invasive surgeries or procedures, and you have invasive procedures. Invasive procedures are the procedures where you have to stay in the hospital. You're normally hospitalized and under anesthesia. They could be big procedures. You could be talking about different procedures like rhinoplasty, which is modifying the nose. You could have blepharoplasty, which is getting rid of excess excess skin within the eyelids. And that's invasive cosmetic surgery, which means you have to go under anesthesia and you have post-operative time, means you have to stay resting. Sometimes you have to take a couple of days off work. And then you talk about what I love to do the most, and that's non-invasive procedures. Why do I like non-invasive procedures? Because it's procedures that you actually walk into the cabinet, you walk into the doctor's office. Procedures that take between 15 minutes to 1 hour. These are easy procedures. You don't need anesthesia for my procedures. You don't need to stay overnight during these procedures. From these procedures, you can go back into work, It's almost like as if you're going to the barber shop, you have your hair cut done and you can go back and do your errands. So that's why I love non-invasive procedures, because it takes really minimal time and the results are spontaneous. The results are visible almost immediately and it's almost pain-free. Non-invasive cosmetic procedures are for the woman or the man who does not want to have this operative let's say, very significant change. Because when you come to us, what do? We modify your face, or you modify it slightly without big changes. What are the kind of non-invasive procedures you'd ask? My favorite, which is Botox, which is toxic botulinum, and helps with the wrinkles. Not everyone has a problem with the wrinkles, but we're talking about the person who would open their mirror in the morning, or look in the mirror in the morning and say, okay, I don't like the aspects of my wrinkles. What can I do to change the aspects of my wrinkles, or what can I do to improve the aspects of my wrinkles? And we could do it for like the man or the woman who doesn't want to have really a very big change. We do what we call baby Botox. So baby Botox means you can still mimic your face, you can still have some facial movements. Another thing that we do very often is for eyelids, for the sunken eyelids, or for the sunken eye bags here. For the people who have problems and don't like how it looks like, because it has a very dark shape, dark circle. So you could come and say, Daktari, what can I do? And I'd tell you, you know what, there's this procedure, very simple. You sit on the chair and we introduce fillers there to give you a more youthful look, a more rejuvenated look. And one of my best procedures is called the vampire therapy, where we're going to withdraw blood from your veins, of course, centrifugate and take the plasma and inject it back to your skin, so your skin looks very nice and youthful. So when I came to Kenya, I came with an open mind to see how it is with aesthetic surgery in general, and had very wonderful talks with my colleagues and my friends and my peers. And in general, I actually forgot to mention also with my Caucasian friends in Kenya, who are quite keen to do the lip procedures, which is lip enhancement. So this is something that the Caucasian woman would want, lip enhancement, but it's not necessary for the Africans because God blessed us with natural lips, right? But what we saw that they are very open to do the procedures, especially for the eye bags, introducing the fillers. And this is actually for the Kenyan woman who's looking at herself and saying, what can I do that can make me feel happy? You know, when you look at yourself and you say, yes, I want ABCD done. And you say, Daktari, how do you know that this person is ideal for me, and who is an ideal candidate for the procedures? When you come to us, when you come to our practice, we have a psychological evaluation, because not everyone can be happy. So you can do A, B, C, D, Z, and the person is not going to be happy with the results. So we have a psychological evaluation. You come, we sit, we talk, we have a very open discussion, and you can tell me, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I would like to get, and we make a treatment plan